What's up, everybody? I know it's been a minute since I posted a video. Um, and the reason for that is, as you've heard in many of my other videos, my tolerance is just too high, and nothing's really working good enough for me to give a good, accurate review on. Right now, I'm still tapering Phenibut, and I'm also tapering Kr4tom now. I did taper the Phenibut all the way down. I tapered it down. I was dropping, I think, a half gram a day. Actually, I think at first I dropped like 3 grams right away. The first drop I did was like 3 grams, probably from like 10 to 7. And then I think I did like the very next day 7 to 5. I had no issues with that. There's no withdrawals. I might have even felt the Phenibut a little bit when I dropped, surprisingly. But anyways, after that, I started dropping half gram a day. When I got down to a half gram, I dropped like a half of that, so I was down to like a 1/4 gram. And I think I dropped one more time after that. And the very next day, I didn't take anything. And I know they say it takes 2-3 days to have before the withdrawals kick in from Phenibut, but when this whole mess started, when I was in Chicago and training, I worked Monday to Saturday. I had Sunday off, then I worked Monday to Friday the following week. And that Sunday that I had off, I didn't take Phenibut. I didn't taper or nothing. I just didn't take it. And I did have withdrawals that night. They weren't really that bad. But I don't know, some people might think they were bad, but having went through the Suboxone withdrawals, it just wasn't that bad. You know, I lost a couple hours of sleep. I had some wicked nightmares, but with me, it's that deep, dark depression. That's what always gets me every time. I don't care about losing sleep sucks. I can go a couple days. After that, that does start to become painful. You know, you feel, once you start losing sleep for days, like when I was coming off Suboxone, I didn't sleep for 2 weeks. And I'm not joking, I didn't sleep at all. You start feeling like an alien. Like, when you walk outside or you walk around, everything, you got this feeling of like you've never seen all this shit before. It's a really weird feeling. You feel just tired and just so depressed, and you don't want to do shit. You can't even watch TV. You can't do nothing. It's just, you're so out of it. You can't enjoy anything, and it's just, it's a shitty way to fucking live. It's a shitty thing to have to go through. But, anyways, so yeah, I tapered down. The next day, I didn't take anything. I was perfectly fine. I slept that night and everything. But then, the very next day, I had something come up. I made some kind of excuse that I needed to take it again, and bam, right back on the fucking train. But I ain't really all that worried about it. As long as you taper, you're going to be fine. Don't be afraid of anything. Just taper. I mean, right now I'm dropping a gram per dose per day of Kr4tom. That's how I always do it. Right now I'm only taking white vein. I've taken stem and vein. I tapered stem and vein alone. I've mixed stem and vein with plain leaf and while tapering. And my best results have always been using only a white vein strain to taper. What ends up happening is I'll get down to like 4 grams, 3 grams, and all of a sudden the white will start working again. I'll get a nice rush, and then I might be on 3 grams. I might stop at 3 grams and stay there for a day or two, and then by the next day or 2 days later, bam, it starts working again. And on the next day I'll take a green vein, and there we go. Another thing I've used in the past is using Phenibut while I'm tapering Kr4tom, which, if you have good self-control, I see no problem with that. And that's always worked awesome, but unfortunately right now, I have to taper both at the same time. But still, I'm fine. I'm still going to work every day. I'm still sleeping at night. The only thing that really sucks about tapering is I lose interest in things that I normally enjoy. But that's really not that big of a deal for a week, you know? So yeah. So right now I'm down to 3.5 grams of kratom per dose and 3.5 grams of Phenibut. And tomorrow I'll drop down to 3 grams of Phenibut. And either 3 grams of kratom or maybe even 2.5 grams of kratom. I actually dropped, my first drop from kratom was from 7 grams right down to 4 grams. And it was perfectly fine. I even still kind of felt the kratom a little bit, maybe. So yeah. I just wanted to throw a little video up so you guys know I'm still around. I did buy another strain from Legit. They have a new Malay. And I didn't really want to review it because something tells me that's a good strain based on how good their Mangda was. But it just wasn't firing for me the one day I took it. So I want to take it a few more times. And I believe it will be a good strain because the Mangda was fire. Even with my high tolerance, the first couple days I took it, it was still fire. So I think the Malay is going to be good too. I just want to give it a fair trial. There's been a couple other strains I've tried recently, new strains. I got about 7 to 14 strains that I love, and I try to keep those on hand all the time, but I'll experiment with a few strains here and there. I pay for all my own kratom. I don't look to get sponsored by any kratom company or look for free samples. I tried it first. I quickly lost interest. So yeah, I'm cool with that. So I'll probably have this Malay video up soon here now that I'm tapering. As soon as my taper's over in a few days, I'll take it again. I'm sure it will fire. And then I'll put a review up. Alright, we'll see y'all later.